guys, what's up? This is Gino Bonino here doing my third video, and today I'm going to do a video on what I call treasury books. Basically books that I feel are near and dear to my heart, stuff that I like to collect. And I've got them alphabetized. I'll do an A and B today, and then as subsequent videos go, I'll do additional letters until I get to Z, or numbers. Decided to come in front of the camera, at least for this part, just so you guys know who I am. If you see me at a con or on World Star, yeah, you'll know who you're looking at. Other than that, what I'll do is stop this, and then I'll do a close-up of the books, talk a little bit about them, tell you maybe how I got them, why they're near and dear to me, and we'll go from there. All right, so enjoy. All right, guys, I am back, and here comes my treasure issues. First book in my short box is Action Comics 662, notable because this is where Lois finally figures out that Clark Kent is Superman. As you can tell by the look on her face, and also the fact that you can see Superman's costume in the reflection of his glasses. Always kind of a joke how she never figured it out, a newspaper reporter that's as savvy as she is, but once again, this was the issue that she finally figured it out. Next is a Marvel book, Amazing Adventures number 11, and this is notable because this was a Fuzzy Beast. Actually, I think the first Fuzzy Beast. The Beast was in the X-Men before this, but he was human-looking. This is when he came back as kind of an animal, fuzzy version of himself, and he started out gray. A lot of people didn't know that. Similar to the Hulk, he started out gray, later on turned blue, Hulk turned green. Then my Spider-Man run. Starting with issue 7, notable because this is an early Vulture appearance. I was thinking of selling this one during the movie, decided to hang on to it. Pretty good shape. It's got a little bit of schmutz on the right-hand side, but other than that, it's a nice-looking book. Also, issue 9. This is in good shape, too. This is the first Electro, and I like this book a lot. Next is number 20, First Scorpion. Sadly, this one's kind of rough shape. It's got some tape on the spine and some definite Marvel chipping on the side, but still a good book. And issue number 23, which is early Green Goblin appearance. After that, issue 30. Again, a book in pretty good shape. Pretty tight book. Rhino, which is issue 43. I don't know if this was first Rhino. I don't think so. It might be a second appearance or third. Again, not positive on that. I'll have to look that one up. If you know, leave a comment. Shocker appearance, issue 46. A lot of people have seen this. This got hot during the movie. Once again, I kind of like my Spider-Man books, so I really wasn't too hip on selling them, but, you know, who knows someday. We'll have to wait and see. Next is another Vulture appearance, which is issue 48. Like this kind of point of perspective of the Vulture coming down. You get kind of the camera angle coming down, seeing what he sees, and of course Spider-Man, his spidey senses are freaking out. He knows that he's coming, and this issue is a very popular one just because of the cover. This is where Spider-Man quits. If you've ever seen, he has his costume in the garbage can, all that. You've seen this. They reproduced it in a movie. Issue number 50. And an early Kingpin appearance, number 51. Nice book. Again, most of these are in pretty good shape. They're certainly not anywhere near mint, but they're still nice books. Doc Ock appearance, issue 54. And of course, Aunt May's in the hands of Spider-Man. And still, Kingpin, issue 85. And a real bright, beautiful book, which is issue 89. The only problem with this, sadly, there are some spine ticks, as you can see along there, but otherwise this looks like it was just off the rack. I mean, it is one of the brightest books that I've seen of, you know, 15 center. It's a really nice book. And issue 97, this is when we start getting into the Green Goblin story, and this is where Green Goblin starts becoming a real problem for Spider-Man. Figures out who he is and stuff like that. Prominent issue number 100. And this is when we start getting into, I think Spider-Man grows 6 arms here for the first time ever. And followed by issue 101, which is Morbius, first appearance of him. I'm hoping that this book goes up and catches fire during Morbius's run on TV series that's coming out, but we'll have to wait and see. And then probably my favorite issue ever, 121, 122. These were, honestly, these were ones that just devastated me when Gwen Stacy died. This is the beginning of that story and Spider-Man's life. And again, I mean, this is where I went from being just a casual reader to somebody who got quite invested in the characters. I mean, I was freaked out when Gwen Stacy died. But anyway, this was, I believe Ned Leeds, or the newspaper guy, dies here in this issue. And then, of course, this one. This is the one where Gwen dies, and also Norman Osborn dies as the Green Goblin. I was a little freaked out when the whole She Come Back thing happened, and I tend to kind of put that out of my mind. But, you know, once again, comic books, everybody dies, everybody comes back. First Punisher, 129. Really was hip. I'm in the middle of the series right now, and I'm really liking the Netflix series. I think it's actually pretty good. Followed by First Tarantula, which is issue 147. And then first, or I don't know if this is first. I think it's first appearance of Hobgoblin. Got 2 of these actually, and they do have the tattoo inside. That was the important thing back then, is to keep the tattoo intact. So I did. I apologize for my books bouncing around here. I'll try to get enough issues out where they'll stay put. Next, issue number 282. This was an early Black Costume appearance, and again, you got Spider-Man upside down. Can't go wrong with this one. Followed by issue 261, Hobgoblin storyline. This one kind of has a photo quality to it, and issue 289. I believe this is Ned Leeds as the gets discovered as the Hobgoblin, something like that. I remember. Again, I haven't read this one for a while. Then we start getting into a little bit more modern books. This was the Todd McFarlane run that turned into Venom. This is 298, which is followed by one that looks just like it. I mistake them all the time, 299. Both predominantly white covers. And also issue 300. I've got a couple of these. One is away getting graded and slabbed. But this is my my other copy of it. Next number, and you've seen this one, I think, 332. This is a Venom appearance, followed by 347, also a Venom appearance. I've got 2 of those, like I mentioned in my last video. Next is the death of Aunt May, which is issue 400. Has sort of a tombstone, stone-looking front. And then the whole Gwen Stacy coming back and having the baby and all that kind of stuff. Sin's past storyline, starting with issue 509, 510, 511, there she is, 512, and, oops, 513. And, sorry, 514. And that was that entire story, that entire run of that series. Next is still Spider-Man. Sorry, that's the end of that. Next is Animal Man, #1. Got the entire run of Animal Man, but this is the first issue, so I kind of separated it. Aquaman, some early Aquamans, #52. And Archer and Armstrong, #0, with the gold. This was, I believe, the Send Away or whatever. Back then it was, we didn't call them variants, but it was like the gold foil cover. Then I have some early Avengers, #21 and #27 in rough shape, and #28. I believe an early appearance of Goliath. Next is 56. I believe this was, not really sure who. Apparently, I think Bucky died in this one, Cap's buddy. Then we get into some Batmans. Again, I collect mostly Marvel, but I also like DC. I really do like Batman a lot. Batman 406. This was Frank Miller run. Frank Miller work on Batman comics, which again was, I really liked his take on it, so I separated them. 407 and Batman 417, which was 10 Nights of the Beast. That whole storyline. 418. Then we get into the Breaking Batman's Back run, which was 489, started there, and then weaved its way through some other books, including Detective Comics and stuff like that, but again, we're in the B's. So we've got Batman 490. This is where basically Bane's trying to wear out Batman by letting all his enemies out so he can weaken him by fighting them one at a time. Next is 491, 492, 493, 494, and once again, if you notice, each one has a different villain on it. 495, 496, and followed by, of course, Break His Back, 497. And that's it for the Bees. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I hope I didn't get too long-winded on you. And I'll be back with C and D next video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.